Sup, it's Hallie. Welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies, Zen Garden %. When we last left off, we revisited the puzzle modes to improve our records, and I guess we pulled that off. Now we're gonna clean up our Zen Garden a little bit and get started on survival. Sorry if I sound a little off, it seems I have a frog in my throat today. Like, it seemed fine earlier, and then I took a midday nap, and when I woke up, it was just like this, all croaky and crap. Maybe a byproduct of the abuse my throat has been suffering while I had my stomach virus, or this lingering nasal issue. There's like a couple weeks I got sick, a couple weeks ago rather. I think, I can't remember if it interrupted the recordings or not, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned it. And like, I got over that pretty quick, but I've had like this snot problem since then. And I just keep having this like super thick, viscous snot, and it's been relentless, and I don't know why. I don't feel sick otherwise. Like, it could be that the weather has turned. It's definitely gotten colder. November took a dive for winter, even though it's like supposedly not supposed to start for a while yet. But yeah, whether it's because it got colder or not, really hard to say. Just, it's been really annoying. Maximally annoying. Okay, so like, we're getting rid of this guy. We only need one hypno shroom, thanks. We're getting rid of these marigolds. We don't keep those ones, thanks. They get to go. They get to go. And you're facing the wrong direction, so you're out of here too, pal. Okay. Looks like everything is ship-shape, so let's get back to what we were doing. Survival day. So I haven't posted any serious business yet for the next session. That's because I haven't been able to record it. You might say, hey Hallie, well, you're doing Plants vs. Zombies. Are you really unable to like do that too? And it's like, well, here's the thing, dear viewer. Serious Business is a difficult freaking game. Like, really excessively difficult. And I don't like it. Well, no, I mean, there are parts of it I like, but there are parts of it I really, really don't. And part of the reason why I didn't try to just power through it back when I wasn't feeling so well is because I've kind of figured it was going to just be too challenging. Like, we're moving into what is clearly the end game. Lava Town, I think, is all we have left to worry about there. And that's just gonna get ugly. There's no two ways about it. And I was like, with my stomach virus and all that, there was no way in heck it was going to get done. I was hoping to do it today. But like, I came down with the stomach virus on Wednesday evening. I was at my sister's at the time. Thank goodness we had finished with like basically all the chores and taking care of the kids and whatnot. But like, I like epically vomited into her sink. Isn't this wonderful to talk about? And after that, I went home, and like Thursday, I was a zombie the entire day. Not like these kind of zombies, not these fun cartoony zombies. No, like a literal zombie. I was just like bedridden for most of the day. I only got up to use the toilet or to drink more water. I especially made sure to drink water because like I knew that I needed to keep my hydration up. I had lost a lot of water whenever I puked. But yeah, like, the most I did that day was eat a half bowl of cereal because I was afraid that I would vomit up anything else. It was really not good. It was very much not good. And then Friday, I was feeling marginally better. Like, it wasn't quite so horrible. But I still wasn't well enough to, like, go to work or anything. And I still had, like, a throbbing headache. And it felt generally exhausted. Like, the fatigue was what was killing me more than anything, really. Just terrible. But then I was really hoping today, when I woke up, that I would be feeling like ready and raring to go. Because, like, by the end of Friday, it seemed like I'd basically all but recovered. But when I woke up this morning, there was the headache again. There were all these other things too. Just like, oh, okay, great, fantastic. I'm debating what else I want to plant here. I do want fume shrooms in this first row. Just like, can I get them before this level ends? I don't think I'll be able to get them all. All the fume shrooms I want. Well, I guess I can still get 4 of them as it currently stands. But yeah, so I wasn't feeling my absolute best this morning and decided I still wasn't up to the challenge of recording serious business. So I haven't yet. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Lord knows I can't record Doki Doki tonight with my voice in this condition. More zombies approaching. But anyway, yeah, that's why we're doing this instead of recording serious business. Because if you can believe it, Plants vs. Zombies is an easier game. Yep, it's true. It's easier. None of these guys stand a chance at what I've got going here. Like, I guess these ones can wander further across my spike weeds because they won't be slowed, but I'm kind of not concerned about that. Got plenty of sun. Already on the lawn. I want to plant more earth like these guys. We're gonna basically fill out the rows with spike weeds because I don't think zombonis can even appear in the easy version of this. And yeah, that's basically it. We want to pumpkin the fume shrooms so they don't get got. And I want halt damage. We may eventually need to plant some of these in case digger zombies show up, but that's not right now, is it? No, it's not. So I'll bring some massive damage plants in case things somehow get out of hand. They really just picked screen door and this guy, and neither of these are protected from spike weeds anyway. I guess I'll bring cherry. Yeah. Keep it up, friends, or you have a pumpkin. I guess I could have advanced these guys by 1 more and they would attack zombies before they actually hit the lawn, but in case you weren't aware, I'm not terribly concerned. And again, maybe it'll surprise me. The survival mode does tend to be a little different than the rest of the game. It tends to be a little more challenging. But that might just be like the survival hard stuff. Like really though. trying to decide if I want to plant my spikeweeds before my melon pulse, and I think I do. The spikeweeds are not as costly. I mean, yeah, it'll be 200 for each of the remaining rows, but the thing is, the melon pulse will move things along too quickly. I want to stall out a bit while I get these defenses up. So, like, yeah, he's blocking the snow pea and all, but doesn't defend his feet or the fume shroom. Making the screen door a weapon was such a brilliant thing. It's like, well, it blocks frontward damage, but not damage that passes through. It's an important distinction. I remember, I want to say that, I actually can't remember which version of PvZ introduced it, but there was eventually a garbage can zombie who was basically a screen door zombie that did not let fumes pass through. See, look at that. We didn't even get all of our pumpkins before the big thing was up. This round was too easy, video game. One more spike down. I won't have to bring it next time. Come on. Slow down. Slow down. You're working too fast. Okay. Okay, so we don't need pumpkins or spikeweeds anymore. Well, I can spend the rest of my sun on melons. Oh, now they got football zombie. Oh, watch out, guys. Football zombies here. Would Chomper get him if he reached to the lane? Why don't we find out? Why don't we find out? Try mustache mode. We have. It's fun. Let me type it in. Mustache. There they go. Or what did we try? Future. I think it was future we tried. Yeah, there you go. We haven't raised our tree of wisdom high enough for it to tell us about mustache, I don't think. Well, we'll get there. I'm just saving up money for all the upgrades when we get to endless. And we probably have enough already. Like, well, but we'll see. I'll bring this to, I'm gonna plant these in all the spaces that aren't filled yet. I'm only worried about these when I actually need them, but like, you never know when that's going to come. Because the thing about endless is like, they don't give you a lot of time to prepare when they start sending the new things. And if they start sending digger zombies or something, you might not have time to get 5 split peas up where you need them. Should I just use starfruit instead? No. I'll use this guy. Maybe in place of this guy. We're kind of crushing it here. Bring this in case a pumpkin gets chewed too much. Tricked out code works. I am aware. That gets you fancy lawnmowers. Yeah, I'm gonna plant some split peas real quick. Out of a lack of rust. Yeah, they're coming in hot and heavy. Here they come. Brains. I don't actually know if I'm gonna plant those chompers. It doesn't kind of totally seem necessary, but you know, the zombie will be here eventually. Alright, so we've protected our butts if Digger Zombie shows up. He might actually not in this version of survival. Survival easy modes are really not that hard. I don't know which zombies can or can't appear. Is Digger Zombie too advanced? Do you reckon? Oh, here comes the guy. Will we even get there? He's not taking that much damage. Football zombies and their old fella. Yeah, see, he gets eaten. We're at the end of the thing already. Try harder, survival, come on. I guess I can type tricked out while we're waiting. Look at those lawnmowers. They are now 100% more lethal. Three flags completed. Okay, see, I mean, this guy's probably not gonna make it to the chompers, but this guy is still good. I don't really feel the need to change anything. Keep this. I guess we have the fume shrooms up front, so if something happens to them, we'll need to be ready. Could be worthwhile to unplant and replant the chomper if things are getting out of hand. Massive damage for support. Let's go. I probably won't need to do anything this round. Just watch it all happen. I've kind of given up on planting a melon pulse. It's just too easy. It's not going to be an issue. Buckets could advance zombies an annoying distance, but that's why I planted fume shrooms. See, looky. Those guys had a bucket covering for them, and they still didn't make it one tile. I wonder if we'll get any Zen garden plants today. The survival modes like this are actually really good for farming them. Because, like, you can play each one specifically to look for its kind of plants. You'll only get day plants from some survival day, etc. I'm gonna plant some more pumpkins. Good. It's not really necessary. Zombies too easy. Zombies too easy. You know this guy will make it, but he's this guy. They only sent one of him. Oh, here comes the second one. I thought they were getting serious. It's not till survival hard that things get serious. Let's see, was Daisy's another code you could type in? You don't have a tall enough tree of wisdom for that. Oh. I didn't know that some of them actually were locked behind such a thing. I knew the tree of wisdom would tell you about them, but I didn't know it'd stop you from typing them in if you hadn't grown it enough. That's kind of funny. Look at all those buckets, dude. Look at them. You're just getting wrecked. This double bucket. Is Chomper gonna get to have a snack? And it's not looking like it. Nope. Nope. Double bucket lasted 3 tiles. Just outrageous. Dancing zombie. I don't think you're gonna have a good time, pal. Can I just not bring anything? Let's bring plants that do nothing. Let's see. You. This guy. I can plant this, but it doesn't do anything. Let's see. How about... yeah, this guy. So we've got our 3 aquatic plants. Our, graves only plant. Doesn't get much more useless than this. There's no reason to bring this because there's no balloon zombies. And I guess there's no reason to bring this either. Sure. This is how overconfident I am at this point. Okay, guys. We're gonna make our lawn pretty. Here we go. You know what would have been cool about Lantern? If it also generated sun. That would have been neat. That would have made it upwards of useless. Modders, get on it. Not that any modder has ever set out to make a game easier. Especially not when the game itself was already easy. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna go through. Oh, but if I dig that up, I can't replace it. I was gonna, like, plant a blover as a joke. I'll plant it here. Blover, say no. Yeah, show him, guy. Our plan, another one. Gotta keep those blovers coming. I did see one mod that made blover into like an ice plant, so it was sort of like an ice shroom for day levels, and it's like, oh, okay. Fair enough. Probably not necessary regardless. It's weird seeing this glow on a day level. Final wave. Better get the last of these planterns up, man. We're not gonna have another chance. I don't think the wave's gonna last long enough for it to recharge. Oh no. I should have thought ahead. Oh well. Survival day was no big thing. Yup. Easy level. Easy. Easy. Survival night. Basically the same story. We can do practically the exact same thing, just needs a little different setup. To get started, I mean. Yeah. 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 Hello, Hallie. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Thanks, Lorana3. It makes me feel better just having you drop by to say hello. Like, mentally, not physically. Physical wellness only comes with more rest. Although I want to say I am actually, like, most of the way better at this point. I don't sound like it because of a weird throat problem right now or whatever, but I really am mostly fine. If anything, I'm more like suffering from depression at the moment. I was depressed at like the start of this week, and it didn't really go away before the stomach virus hit, so it was like, well. Just an annoying thing. I wonder if we can do this whole thing without breaking any graves. Shall we make that our challenge? No grave busters. Can you imagine how easy this would be if we could bring 9 seed slots? What would we even put in them? Upgrade plants? Ridiculous. Completely unnecessary. I want to start getting these guys up. I do need to worry about, like, ambush zombies at the end of this, I should think. They are going to send those. Oh boy, look at this clown. Over here. With his cone head. Alright, there's the last of the sunshrooms I'll need. Stinking cones. Oh, I don't have a defense for this lane yet. Can you stop that guy? If you can't, I'll just plant this guy anyway. No, stop. Whoa, another one. Another cone. Cone's a mean cone. Can't have that. You knock that off, guy. No more pumpkin. Give me another palm. I need light. There we go. Put it here. Yeah. See, I can't rely on spikeweeds to do everything this time because graves will get in the way. I don't know if they can actually pop up this far down the lawn. Can't remember. I know they do in like adventure and stuff. I guess there is no reason they couldn't in survival. Yup. Alright, so we've got all our fume shrooms. We still need like one more pumpkin. I should probably be saving up for the snow peas next. Replace this row of guys with those guys. Oh wait, there we go. Ah, yeah, see, more graves pop up sometimes. That's no good. Oh, I should have put that down here or something, perhaps. That's actually a lot of dudes. You know what? You guys get spiked again. Is survival just mini versions of the normal game? Sort of. It's like, each stage has its own survival mode. And the zombies that will appear on it are randomized. So you have to sort of build your lawn to be ready for anything. But the easy survival modes generally don't have very dangerous zombies, whereas the hard survival modes can have things all the way up to gargs. So it can get pretty nasty. Can doesn't mean it will. So we got all our pumpkins. Some of them got a little chipped. I'll bring that along anyway. We definitely need to plant more of these. Really just added this guy. Good grief, this game. Okay, so we've got our slowing. We've got this. Do we want chompers again? I think we will, actually. It's really just going to be the same loadout as day, but night. Do I need any other crap for this? Not for this particularly. I think this is these are the main things I want to plant. Maybe this is a stretch goal. But yeah, survival doesn't really get interesting until like further in. At least if you ask me. Trust, I've done survival mode up to 30 flags, it gets nasty. Oh, buddy. I've done survival endless over 500 flags, and we're gonna do it again, baby. Probably. I mean, we do have a lot of plants left to find for our Zen garden. It's really gonna depend on how long it takes to do that. But yeah, I mastered survival endless back in the day. So, we should not have any issue getting in again. Chocolate for Stinky. But yeah, survival endless is definitely where the difficulty hits its maximum. And from what I've read, after 100 flags, it stops adding more zombies. So if you have a loadout that can reliably survive after 100 flags, it can basically survive indefinitely. And I had a few lawns like that, but back whenever I was first playing the game and experimenting a lot in survival endless, I would often have lawns that would make it past that point, and then they would like crap out around like 125 or so. Because after a while, it just becomes a question of what types of zombies they send after you and what combination of specials that will wreck your lawn, like that you're not prepared for. And jacks were always the worst of it. Can't do enough about jacks. The highest I got was 36. Dang, dude, you're in for a real treat if you stick around that long. Look, they sprung up a grave on the last spikeweed tile, so I didn't have to plant one. How considerate of them. I don't like what's happening down here. This lane is going to continue to be a problem, I can tell. And it's mostly because there are 3 graves there. You know? It's a lot of graves for one row. More zombies approaching. Alright, so... now we got pole vaulters and footballers. Well... we still need to plant some chompers. Based on how last time went, I mean in survival day, we are just gonna plant some melon pults. Gonna hang on to this in case the pumpkins get chewed too much. Gonna hang on to you if we gotta replace you. And, don't really see anything else terribly pressing. Maybe some massive damage in case something terrible happens. But yeah, we need to start saving up for melon pults to make the difference. I like how the flower pot above the counter moves. Oh, yeah, thanks. I got that image off of like the PVZ wiki, I think it was, and they just had a GIF of the thing, and I was like, alright, yeah, I'll just take it. Just put it in there. Flower pot is the only plant you can't actually get in your Zen garden anyway, so I was like, you know what, he can be the rep for the whole thing. Just squirming around there. An awkward reminder that it is a living thing and not a planter. Hey, that's probably a mushroom of some variety, but I could tell it was facing the wrong direction. Wrong direction. Worthless. Not worthless. They're worth like 10k when you raise them, but still pretty bad. Alright, here's our first melon bulb. Splat. I should probably farm up some sun before I plant the rest of those, because they're going to get progressively more, well, not progressively more expensive. They're the same cost regardless, but they will get harder to plant them if there's fewer sunshrooms making sun. And again, who cares? Oh, zombies. It's cute how they try. I've seen in like some YouTube comments that the game should have been called Plants vs. Victims. And then for some of the mods, they're like Victims versus Victims because the zombies get buffed so ridiculously. This poor guy. A huge wave of zombies is approaching. Look at this guy getting a run up. Oh man, that actually kind of sucks what just happened there. I'm gonna adjust that outcome. There you go. Oh, pumpkin getting all chewed up. A slight point of weakness. These guys still can't get it done though. Look at them. They're laughable. Keep this, keep this. We're not done planting the melons. More melons required. Do need to remember to bring Grave Bustler for the final one so you can bust all the graves and like get more money for them. Yeah. Wait for one of them to spit up sun. It wants to get replanted. Make sure you too. That's it. I don't mean get replanted the version of PvZ. That would be terrible. I have heard very poor things about its reception. Certainly not going to be spending 20 bucks on that. I would rather overpay for Pokemon cards, thanks. Alright, there's our last melon. So the lawn's basically got it at this point. Just saving up sun for Grave Busters in the end. And if we need to replace something. Yeah, if we couldn't stop Football Zombie in Survival Day, they certainly can't stop him in Survival Night. But that's what the chompers are for. Oh, they sent a second one down the same lane. Look at these cheeky guys. Look at these cheeky guys. Oh, let's see. How long do you think it'll take them to kill him? He's not getting that many chews in. Weak. I'm gonna replace this pumpkin before it becomes an issue. What is your favorite plant in terms of design? That's an interesting question. Because, like, earlier in the stream series, I said my favorite was garlic because of its mechanical use. So this would be a completely different thing. Which plant do I like best based on its design? I'll take a look at the almanac real quick after this, and I'll decide there, I think. Hold on. Let's get through this wave of zombies real quick. And we'll decide how we like our plants. Can you not guy though? Can you not? So, let's see. Plants we like based on their design. I'm looking them over. I'm looking at them. I'm pretty partial to sea shrooms, gotta be honest. There's just something kind of cool about them. They're like little jellyfish, but they got little mushroom caps. And they're kind of cute too. That might be a tough one to stand up to. I also really like plantain, even though it's so useless. Plant designs. Kind of like tangle kelp, but it's also kind of just It is what it is. Not my favorite, I would say, but I kind of like it. All these plants and stuff. There's also something like generically appealing about walnut that I appreciate. But yeah, I think sea shroom takes the cake. Sunflower is your overall favorite, but you love the design of hypno shroom and plantain. Yeah, I can agree with you on one it does, at least. I don't think any of them are particularly badly designed. Like, I think the worst I would say is that, like, Starfruit's single tooth thing annoys me, but that's raw personal preference. There are probably people who love that about it. Can any of these zombies actually stop us? Like, are we honest with ourselves here? So we've got that. This. I don't think they're gonna punch through any of those things particularly. Gotta squash in case things go wrong. Bring Gravebuster because it's almost the end. This should get it done. This should get it done. I guess if we include, like, the upgrade plants, Cattail is pretty cute. With the Laura Shigihara plant. Come on, zombies. This the best you got. I know it's not actually. We're not far enough into survival yet. We've done 2 levels. Well, I shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch, but I'm pretty sure we've done 2 levels. They're not gonna punch through. Seems like the most dangerous thing that appears on these early ones is football zombie and, you know, Chomper exists for that. I'll be kind of curious to see how difficult the other survivals might be without upgrades and stuff. We're going to need everything we can get for Survival Endless, but prior to that, kind of a question mark. I'm up to the challenge. Huge wave of zombies is approaching. Final wave. Alright, guys. You get them. You get them. I would plant the Gravebuster, but I think it would die. I don't want that to happen. Oh wow, he actually got through. Would you look at that? Is he gonna get to kill him? Nope, nope, nope. He couldn't even kill the Champa. Could not kill the Champa. Good job, friends. Let's plant the rest of these Gravebusters and we'll get on with our lives. Nom, 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 nom. There's something satisfying about, like, this guy's chewing noises, which is weird for me to say because I have, like, misophonia, and whenever I hear chewing, it enrages me. Usually. But this guy. Something about this guy's chewing. He's just very polite about it, perhaps. It's not too noisy. But yeah, it's usually the kind of sound that would piss me off. But for some reason it doesn't. Okay, and you know what? There we go. Okay, survival night. Well, look at those new plants we got. We got this thing. Plant singular. I thought there was more than one, but apparently not. What are you? Facing the wrong direction, plant. I got a big pile of poop to feed you. Plants love poop, in case you weren't aware. It's the circle of life. You eat, and you poop, and the plants like the poop, and then you eat the plants, and turn them into more poop. I guess you can also turn other animals into poop if you really want. And I wouldn't fault you for that. Animals turn each other into poop all the time. It's Gravebuster facing the wrong way. I'm glad we could tell from the sprout that he was facing the wrong way, because Gravebuster is actually kind of hard to tell what direction he's facing. Alright, so survival pool. We're gonna do the same thing that has worked every other time in every other level. We're not gonna be super creative with this one, bro. I can't fit Fume Shroom because I can't do the Coffee Bean as well, but we need Potato Mine to get started anyway. I guess I don't need you right away, but I do kind of need this right away for, like, ambush zombies in the pool. How about we bring this first instead? But Hallie, that won't help with the pool. Shut up. It'll be fine. Game too easy. We'll mock the game's easiness until it actually gets hard. Until the zombies have had enough. If it works, it works. I don't know what exactly that statement was in reference to, but I think you're talking about my bland, safe strategy that already conquered 2 survival levels. It works too good. They need to bring some tires if they don't want me laying down spike weeds that none of them will attack. Spadow. And all the tire having zombies are not in the early survivals. They have all been relegated to hard survival. For reasons, I guess, are pretty obvious. spotter. I'm gonna plant this now because I want to. Oop. I wonder if there are any pool-specific zombies that will not appear in early pool. I mean, this version of pool. Potato mine, he almost ready? Okay, I think he's got it. He might get chewed a little bit, but he'll get it done. I'm really confident that he will. You can do it, guy. You can do it. Yeah. Annihilated. Let's see, where else do we want some Snoopies? Send more zombies, I'll send more stuff. If you got that reference, then good for you. It was a show about aquatic rodents and their anger management issues. This is the other reason I wanted to stream PvZ today, because it's just so chill, dude. It's so chill. Like, most of the time. Chill enough that even when I'm not feeling 100%, I can give like 80% and still succeed. Alright, so we don't need any more Snoopies. Time to start planting spikes. See, I messed up in survival day. I planted the spikes too far up front, and they were killing things too quickly. That was the problem. Gotta drag things out. Drag them out. Oh, this is an issue. How about you get a little support there, guy? 2 peas on those jerks is probably a good call. Alright, this is getting a little out of hand. I don't like it. You guys need to stop what you're doing. You need to stop. Oh dear. Oh dear. Video game, hey. Hey, slow down. Video game. Video game, hey. Hey. I'm really confident those Snoopies have got it, or I would do something about this. And again, he's got 3 guys there. Yikes, actually though. Now it's 2 guys. Oh, or we get to deal with them in the next wave apparently. Alright. Alright, nah, it'll be fine, you'll see. Okay, so apart from that impending crisis, I guess we've got this. I could solve some of the problem there just by planting one of these. Might need to replace one of these just in case. We have more of these and these to plant. Jumper. Yes. Okay, zombies, you had your fun. Jerks. Oh, right, I had fume shrooms the other time. So I was like, what's missing here? Fume shrooms. But, you know, I kind of had a situation to deal with there, so I'll cut myself some slack. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm gonna. Yeah, Plants vs. Zombies is so easy to relax with. I agree. That's why it's one of my, like, coping games. It's like, oh, things are terrible right now? Play some Plants vs. Zombies. Kick back and relax. Arguably, Survival Endless is not especially relaxing. But usually whenever I've exhausted the game's other modes, it'll be Adventure mode that I end up returning to. And I'll do similar to like I did in this stream series, where it'll be like, whatever Dave picks, I'll have to incorporate into my strategy. It just gets a little more doable with extra seed slots, because then there's less of a chance that his choices will totally bone you over. You have a lot more flexibility. So we've got all our chompers. We've almost got all our spikeweeds. Got all our pumpkins. Shouldn't have a repeat of last time with the ambush zombies, I don't think. Tiffany is so wonderful, by the way. She is great. Oh, thank you. Wasn't expecting to take 2 compliments out of nowhere HD. I think Tiffany is rather underrated, honestly. Like, a lot of people in the early days just never gave her a chance. And to be fair, they kind of heard, like, the stuff about her problems through the grapevine, and that's the worst way to hear about them, because, like, all the context and stuff is lost there. And, like, I acknowledge it's not a great look for a black character in particular either. But I've tried to be tasteful about it, and if people are so uncurious that they can't find out for themselves, it's like, whose problem is that actually, though? I don't know one of these guys. Alright, so next we're gonna get our fume shrooms. Football zombie. There aren't even any pool zombies in this lineup. Look at them. Alright, well, we need you and you. Of course, it doesn't mean the pool won't have zombies, just it means it won't have special zombies. What else do I even need right now? We're just gonna plant some fume shrooms in these spaces. And, do we want to get some melon pulse going? Melon pulse? What's a melon pulse? And bring a squash in case things get ugly. No, I'll bring chomper in case things get ugly. Because I can just dig up one chomper and replace it with another. "12 sunflowers produce a lot of sun." Yeah, if people played the mod instead of judging her off of that, I think she would be more liked. I agree. I was kind of hoping to mitigate that somewhat in the early days, because, like, technically the first mod she appeared in that was completed was Interview Club. And like part of the reason why I put her in there was so that I could help flesh out her character through the questions people asked her, and I did achieve that goal. It was also like to get the community more on board with her, but unfortunately for me, interest in Interview Club all but tapered off after I had done the 4 main dokis and nobody cared anymore. Or at least not enough people cared. Just fitting for her character in a way? Oh yes, 100%. That's some sad truth right there, man. That is some sad truth. Alright, I was gonna save up for melons, but we already have like something. I think I might be close to... Well, hold on. We can get 4 more of them with our current level of sun. We've only done 2 flags. What is going on? Survival pool. Are you even trying? Well, I guess this is actually past the halfway point, so... maybe things are progressing at a normal rate. I really needed those fume shrooms a lot sooner for the pool to be less of an issue. It's kind of a non-issue now, but hey, we got there. It's fine. This guy. Alright, 1 more melon pult and my planting needs are basically met. Dancing zombie. What a joke. Alright, so we need 1 more melon. We might need this, we might need this, we might need you, not you. That kind of filled us up. 1 more melon. No, it's just maintenance. Good luck, plants. Man, whatever went wrong in my throat today, I sure hope it's gone in the morning, because, like, there's only a little bit of convergence left to record. And I don't know exactly how much, but it can't be very much, because from what I remember when I was proofreading the script of Chapter 1, this is very near to where it ended. So, I'd be surprised if there were, like, even 2 episodes left in that series for now. And I only really need 1 to cover for Sunday, but, like... I can't voice act as I currently am. If you can believe that, whenever there's things wrong with my throat, it gets hard to voice the dokis. But on top of recording Convergence, I would really like to get my Revisiting Take-Two stream series started. That was the plan this week before a stomach virus threw off everything. I was going to start streaming Plants vs. Zombies on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and stream Take-Two on the Sundays and Thursdays. And I'll talk more about that whenever the stream series for Take-Two actually begins. But it's coming down the pipe. And now you know, it'll get here as soon as I don't feel like basically garbage. But either way, I think tomorrow I will definitely be able to record SMBX, get that back on track, get my Rumble back on track. All kinds of stuff just fell off the cliff, because, like, the stomach virus took me down, dude. Like, normally when I get sick, I'll head out to work real quick to snag my laptop, and then I'll just go back home and work from there. I couldn't even do that, man. I was down for the count. I know this is random, but why did you add MC falling into Tiffany's posture during the dancing scene in the Act 7 update? Lol. I kinda decided it was sort of on brand for Doki Doki with how often boobs come up in the original game. Like, Sayori talking about how they grew, or worrying about bumping Yuri's chest while reading with her and stuff. So I was like, it's not out of place for this to happen. And it is kind of a funny moment. Kind of. Do we need anything? Stuff in case stuff breaks. And I'll bring squash. There we go. But yeah. If that's the worst my fan service ever gets, then so be it. I'm really not a big fan of that sort of thing generally. Like, particularly, there's this anime trope of guys who, like, fall on girls and grope them. And it's often, like, the basis for the start of the relationship or something. I'm like, is this just a Japan thing? Or what? But I really can't stand that trope. And I guess I kinda sorta subvert it in Take-Two, because, like, for those who've been down Tiffany's route, they would know, but like those who don't, spoiler alert, he's kind of skeptical of Tiff, like even right up until she confesses her love to him, for perfectly legitimate reasons. So no, it takes more than his teenage hormones collapsing onto her chest for him to be like head over heels for her. There are a lot of dumb anime tropes I really can't stand. But the sexual ones are definitely like the worst of it. And another survival is complete. I should revisit my Zen garden and water things. Yay. Oh, survival fog is next. Stinky went to sleep. What a slacker. Yeah, anime can get really weird sometimes. Man, anime is like the definition of weird sometimes. There are some things where you would like describe the plot, and it's like, it just has to be an anime because it couldn't be anything else. I'm willing to call that a double-edged sword, though. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's just kind of awkward. Maybe it depends on who's in the room with you. I don't know why I keep checking my mushroom garden. They don't need my help right now. Red flowers all grown up. He gets to live in the Zen garden till next time. Then we will sell him to Crazy Dave. We're up to $165,000. Do you reckon we have enough for all the upgrades yet? Do we think we have to worry anymore? Okay, survival fog. Okay, these guys. So, it's survival day, but night, but pool, right? Obviously. Yes, it's gonna be the same freaking strategy, my guy. Let's start with the fume shrooms, though. They're a little easier to get off the ground. Big question here will be if I want lanterns in this setup anywhere. Maybe I'll put them in the frontward lane. Like where I just put that guy, basically. Because that was where I ended up putting my fume shrooms last time, and to be honest, I wasn't totally satisfied. Like, yeah, the pool needs the extra offense because it doesn't have the spike weeds and all, but... but then again, if I plant them too far back, the fume shrooms will actually have diminished effectiveness. They won't have the range they need. Maybe I should plant them behind where the chompers would go, where I had the extra fume shrooms last time. Do you know that those lawnmowers are meant to be, or what those lawnmowers are meant to be? I can't really tell. Well, I mean, they are regular lawnmowers. I typed in a cheat that makes them look awesome. Like, if you're, like, tricked out, there, they go back to normal. They basically get, like, monster engines whenever you type that cheat. And it's funny. They're gonna start sending cone heads any second now. And I'm gonna get ambushed by cone heads. I'm gonna be upset. Should probably start planting pumpkins. So let's see. We've got all our sun shrooms. That's all well and good. We've got all our, well, not all our puff shrooms and stuff, but I think. Where do I want these? You can't plant these on lily or the shrooms. Okay. Here. I'm gonna say that's right. Yeah. Where's the zombie? There has to be going somewhere, right? Oh, there he is. He's a cone. He's a cone, he's a cone, he's a cone. Okay. Got that guy some extra help. Yeah, they look cool like that. I agree. That's why it's a good cheat. Purely cosmetic and totally awesome. There are some cheats in this game that actually do make certain levels easier. In fact, certain speedrunners will type them in. Like this future cheat that gives them these glasses. Speedrunners use that to make it so that when the zombies bite garlic, they don't waste a moment reacting to the garlic. They'll act like special zombies and they'll walk away instantly. Which is kinda nifty. Oop, I hear a cone. Yeah, there's the cone. We are almost at the end of this night. I'm a little worried about the pool, not gonna lie. I think I better plant some fume shrooms here just to be safe. In case something really terrible pops up early in the pool. Okay. Yeah, we'll worry about getting snow peas up next time. Oh, wow, I thought all zombies had a reaction to garlic. Ah, see, look at this crap. Look at this guy right here doing exactly what I said I would hate for him to do. But yeah, the only zombies that don't react to garlic, or quotes react, are gargantors because they squash them. But, like, there's a moment when they first bite them and they're like, wah! And then they stop, and then they change lanes. That moment goes away if they're wearing glasses. It's just so much I use garlic, lol. Haha. Oh, look at this guy. So you do exist in the early survivals. They just saved you for fog. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's see. We have all the sunshrooms we need. To be perfectly honest, I'm just blow over this jerk. We're not gonna worry about cactuses because cactuses suck. I might need more of these. I think. Hold on. Okay. So I do need a couple more pumpkins. Not satisfied with my pumpkin placement. I want to get planterns up because this is annoying in the fog. Or should I bring spikeweed? I should bring spikeweed. Oh wait, no, I need blover. I gotta bring blover. I can't not. Well, since I'm bringing blover anyway, maybe I'll just use that for the fog for now. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. Is that settled? Hello, next animated to 533. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the stream. We surviving. We surviving hordes of zombos. They're not very good at what they do. Play PopCap Games PC. No. I don't even know what that is. Aren't you the guy who showed up, like, last stream and all you did was, like, name a bunch of media titles? And then I accused you of being a bot, and then you stopped talking? What's your deal, guy? Do I gotta, like, perma-mute you on my channel? Say something human. You're not helping your case there, pal. I'm gonna mute this guy. Hold on a second. Miss next animated. You get. How do I mute you? Hide user on this channel. I don't know about that. Put mute user in timeout. You get timed out for 10 minutes. There you go. You just shut up, guy. That's what you get for not being a human. And if you come back and start doing that again, I'll ban ya. Lamau. Were there any balloon zombies in there? Not anymore, there weren't. Okay. So it looks like we're basically fine. More zombies approaching. They're here to tell you about all the media you're not actively playing. That's very considerate of them, you're right. How could it be so rude as to ban them for telling me about media that I should play? What do we got? We got all the pumpkins we need, and they're not exactly in danger. I need blover for this guy. They tried this last round, and they're like, you know what, do it again. Just do it again. I'm bringing Plantern this time, I don't even care. I do want to get another fume shroom here. And, I'm gonna dig up this pumpkin because I hate it. Do I want to just plant fume shrooms on all the rest of these tiles? Well, let's see. We need a couple more spike weeds. So fume, spike weed, fume shroom, spike weed, and I'll bring squash. Or should we be optimistic and bring the melon pelt? Hey, Alma's in the stream. Hi, Alma. Thanks for stopping by. It's cool to see you. Would not have thought you'd tune in to Plants vs. Zombies. I dug up the wrong thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I was gonna like plant these things. That's enough of a view, right? No? Yes? Let's see, no way the game if PvZ2 was good. I haven't played PvZ2 for reasons I've explained in the past and will happily explain again, in case you weren't aware. When they were first putting out the idea to develop PvZ2, the creator didn't like, the creator of the original did not like the direction they were talking about, so they fired him and made it anyway. I was like, well, that's pretty lame. So no, I've never, even though PvZ2 is like the same type of game, generally, I haven't played it and never intend to. And that was only PopCap's first misstep with this series, if you ask me. Is the reason I'm still playing this one and have never played any other entry in any of its history. So these guys are basically just here for ambush zombies at this point, but you know, it's whatever. I'll put the melon pulse in the pool first for extra support. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Do wish I could see, like, the rest of this, but these are kind of covering the tiles I'm not concerned about anymore. No real issue there. Huge way above zombies. Alright, that thing exists. Here. Get lost. Leave it to me to plant things everywhere. And just completely forget about balloon zombie. I'm like, oh, I have no places to plant my blower. 3 flags completed. 2 more rounds to go. They're still doing this, guy. You're here. That's actually pretty interesting. I would not have expected to see him here. Alright. Well, in that case... Alright, I'm gonna bring an umbrella leaf to plant here and here. I'm gonna bring fume shrooms to place some of these puff shrooms. Yeah, I'll bring the lily pad in case I need it. Here for the balloon zombie. That was you and you. We need more of you. Anything else? Pumpkins in case chewing happens, I guess. Think that'll be okay. Yeah, let's not horse around with that guy. I don't want him destroying my sun shrooms. They took time to grow. That would be bad if they died. Catapult is such a random zombie to bring in early. I know. He's not... He usually shows up on roof, too. It's just like... What do you do in survival? That's a really weird choice. Also, he's gonna pop some of my spike weeds, but I'm just not gonna worry about it if he does. He only drives forward far enough to pop one of them, I want to say. If it's far enough for 2, it's like, oh well. Not that concerned, really. Terribly unconcerned. But look, they finally made me change my strategy. I wonder if it could have shown up in the other survivals and we just got lucky. So let's see. I'm gonna replace the rest of these puff shrooms with melons. Can the fumes even reach the catapults there? These ones can. They got 1, 2, 3 in the edge of the tile. So yeah, both of these guys can reach Catapult Zombie where he would drive to. That's not really a concern. Fume shrooms can cover exactly 4 tiles. So these ones, they only have the first 3 and they actually hit zombies that have just appeared off screen. So are they even going to send one? I love how this lily pad has just survived this entire time. Unassisted. Alright, there we've got all our melons. Might plant 2 more in the pool. Oh, I need more sun. Lily pad finally died. They sent like 1 catapult. What was I even worried about? Oh no, they sent 2. See, they popped 2 tires. Dolphin Rider. Oh, look at you. He's here to threaten my planterns. What a dick. Okay. I'm gonna put that. We need this. Oh, there's Digger Zombie too. Look, they're actually trying. They're actually trying, guys. Well, we don't need the umbrella leaves anymore. I guess we're gonna plant some split peas. Sure. So we need split peas to cover these 4 lanes here. I need pumpkins to cover the planterns. So, Oh, I should plant split peas here too, so when the dolphin riders jump over, they get wrecked. We're right up on the end of this, so it's not like I have much to worry about there. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll actually just let the planterns, whatever happens, happens. And I'll plant the pumpkins on the fume shrooms behind them. I don't think we need much else, really. I don't really care if the sun shrooms get killed at this point. Like, they're not going to be useful for too much longer. I'll bring this if things get hairy. And this. And this. Is that all we need? No, we need Blower. We need Blower. I'll bring Blower instead of that guy. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, pumpkin, this guy. Oh, I need way more sun. That's okay, they'll probably send like 1 Digger Zombie at the end of the whole thing and that'll be it. There we go, that takes care of the pool. Guess I can dig up the umbrella leaves in the meantime. They aren't important. Just wanted to keep my sun production up until I had enough for the split peas. Won't be long now. Alright, one's equipped. Oh, I was gonna plant some more here, wasn't I? It might not be necessary, really. Just because it's fun doesn't mean it's necessary. Here they come. Final wave. Don't forget to plant your blover. Lol. Maybe one of the dolphins jump early. Oh wow, look at these guys doubling up over here. I have to go. Thank you for the great stream. I hope you feel better tomorrow. Thanks. I really appreciated your company. It was great to have you along. Unlocked a new survival mode. The hard ones are coming. Survival roof. Survival roof. What will survival roof have for us? Alright, so we can't really do the same exact thing here. Spikeweeds actually don't work on this level. Sag. I need these and this to get started. We're gonna want this eventually. Let's see. Snow peas alone are not gonna be able to do this, is the thing. I'm just trying to decide what offense plant I want supporting them. The melons, it's a bit early to be investing in those, but I could just plant extra sunflowers to get the sun up faster. We are going to need pumpkins at the very least. That might be okay. Maybe. Oh yeah, no roof cleaners. Not that I was going to let them through anyway. I kind of like that the roof cleaners are gone. It adds extra gravity to these levels that are already a bit difficult. Oh yeah, you think you've got PvZ on lock? Well now, you don't have a last line of defense. So what are you gonna do about it? Pay Crazy Dave to get it back. I should probably start planting snow peas and pumpkins. I just don't want to get. Okay, so we'll plant a pumpkin here. And I'll plant the snow pea here to stop that guy. Because this guy will get stopped by the pumpkin for a little bit at least. Melon pulse just costs so much, son. Oh, this guy. Oh, I thought the guy would blow up if the mine got active. That's okay, he'll chew through it eventually. And the intended effect will be achieved. Just kind of costs me a pumpkin. And he's got a friend sneaking up on him. You know what, pal? Just get it on with it already. Please, Kate Hanks. Whoops, that's not what I meant to put there. I guess that's fine. I was gonna put a snow pea down, but instead we got a potato mine. Do you like my lovely field of sunflowers that I got going on here? Oh, nice. A conehead shows the potato mine fate. That's pretty good. That's excellent. Oh, not you. Alright, now we have our snow defenses up. Let's start planting melon bulbs to support them. You. Alright, I managed to get a whole row of them. Good, good. Chocolate or stinky. Come on. There you go. Alright, Roof. What other challenges have you for us? Newspaper. That's it? Just newspaper, zombie? Really? Okay. Well, let's see. What can we anticipate needing? Well, I kind of planted these guys here because I knew I would need slow damage at this lane. I could still plant fume shrooms here. So why don't we do that? Let's work on some fume shrooms. They're going to need pumpkins. We can just bring them. What else do I want for this thing? If I've got a row of fume shrooms here, that's great. Do we want to... Well, no. I was thinking about bringing umbrella leaves to stop guys from ambushing in. But I don't know that I want to do that, because that's more zombies and more monies, potentially. I do want more melon pulse, probably. Melon pulse. Do we need anything else out of this? Not for this particular wave, we don't. My goodness. Oh, it's like I can still back up. Well, no. If I plant the fume shrooms in front, the choppers aren't gonna be helping anything. Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll just stick with the lobbers, thanks. There you go. I can't believe they picked just newspapers on me. That's so pathetic. Oh, look at us just plugging away. Doing just fine. I don't know how many of these sunflowers I will want to replace with melon pulse, but it might be a lot of them. It might also depend on what they decide to send. There are way nastier things available than freaking newspaper zombie. Even his shield doesn't really help him here. Man, come on. I was totally gonna... You know what? You know what, guy? Get out the way so I can at least plant this guy. I don't know if the pumpkin will be ready, but I'm gonna be bringing one anyway. Hello, Slop Glober. Plant hashtag versus zombies. That is indeed the name of the game. That is the way the title is spelled and has always been spelled. They picked him again. Like, you know what this guy needs? Buckets. Okay, so let's bring these. Melon, I guess, in case something happens to you guys somehow. And squash. Survival roof, are you going easy on me here, dude? What is happening? This is a sad showing, dog. I'm just gonna plant a bajillion melon pulse and watch them get the job done. By bajillion, I mean like 15 tops. The race against time, zombies. How many melon pulse can I plant before you do something about it? Look at this guy getting through. Obviously, he needs more punch. Maybe next wave they'll send something actually threatening. Wouldn't that be scary? A little more sun. A little more sun, come on. Yeah, there we go. 3 rows of melon pulse, my dude. 3 rows. What can they even send? Stop holding back, zombies. Jack. They sent Jack. That's okay. Does mean the front line is in danger a bit, though. Yeah. That's if the front line gets destroyed and if I need to replace some things. Otherwise, I'm pretty not concerned. Like, Jack can be scary, but I don't think he's going to be able to cross 3 tiles under these circumstances. He's not going to get close enough to do his job. Bungees would be annoying regardless of the pulse. Yeah. They haven't shown any bungees in the thing over there, though. Like, they won't steal your plants unless you specifically see them on the zombie lineup. So it's really just the ambush bungees that show up at the end. But I like killing more zombies, so I will let them do their thing. The worst they can do is drop a bucket further up the line. That's about it. That's about it. The wave is already over, dude. Look at this crap. That was like a matter of seconds. Here they come. Oh no. Oh, the jacks all died. Who could have seen it coming? But the jacks would get destroyed so handily. Alright, survival roof. You have one more chance to make me change this setup in any meaningful way. Huh. That is actually quite interesting. Okay. I think I'm just gonna need, like, massive damage plants. Depending on what lanes they come down. Like, ladder zombie could be bad. But I already have the double layered pumpkins. They would need 2 ladders in 1 lane to get through. So it's really just you that kind of has me concerned. And, with all that massive damage, it probably won't be a big deal. Anything else? Anything else? I'll bring a pumpkin. Just in case. Could always dig one up and replace it with a new pumpkin. Does make you wonder how they got the Zomboni onto the roof, though. Like, you know they climbed up with ladders, all the regular guys, but the Zomboni? Like, how, though? Alright, here they come. Moment of truth. No one can get through. Yeah, I'm just gonna note that. Kaboom. I sent 1 ladder zombie and he didn't even make it to the line. Oh, the next survivals will actually be challenging. Same deal with the catapult zombie, which you meet on the roof the first time. Yeah. Well, it is 8:19. I've got 11 minutes. I guess we can start survival day hard. We'll just new game that crap, thanks. This keeps happening because, like, somehow Steam is reading my prior save data's saves over the games I didn't complete. But anyway, or like that I started and didn't finish back in the day. I finished them all at least once, just some of them I was do-overing or whatever. Day hard. Let's see. Oh, they send actual buckets in this one now? Well, that's fine. You're still gonna start out basically the same. Just can't totally rely on spike weeds anymore. basically the same. In the hard ones, we'll have to, like, adapt our lawns more to what the enemy is sending. I'll actually be kind of curious to see if this does get challenging after a while, because the easy levels, like, they were pretty darn easy. But how real will the hard ones get? I know any zombie can appear in the hard ones. That much is certainly true. So it's more a question of what will appear as, if they will appear. And yeah, all the survival hard levels are 2 flags, of course. Naturally. Do I want to leave myself more space for this one? Like maybe plant the pumpkins a little further up. Okay, everything seems fine so far. This guy can have a potato. I'm gonna want to get snow peas up pretty quick. Particularly for guys like that. Just don't want to slack on these pumpkins. No, and I know bucket heads are in the mix. I've never really tried the survival hard levels without upgrade plants, so I'm curious to see how this will go. I'm expecting it probably won't be that bad, because it's Plants vs. Zombies. I want to just like raise some extra sun in the meantime. Does that seem wise? Extra sun. Is that a crazy concept? Plant like a bajillion sunflowers. And then, as necessary for whatever else the game throws at me. Alright, so there's all our pumpkins. I'm gonna plant snow peas and sunflowers for the rest of this round, I guess. And it'll just be whatever the horde demands. No harm in having extra sun. Righto. I don't know if I want to start pumpkining other things. It's kind of hard to tell, because like if there are no digger zombies, there's not much point in pumpkining the back. But there are other zombies that can attack in the midst. Namely, imps thrown by Gargs. Are they gonna need help with that? They might. He's taking a long time to damage. Alright, I'll plant a second row of these for now. Buckets are just a bit much. Don't want things getting out of hand. Extra sun is nice. Extra offense is also nice. You don't want one bucket to be the death of your pumpkin. Yeah, we'll see how far this one gets. Comparatively. Yeah, see, he's dented already. Of course, the other one might have been sneaking up on something. Like some other zombie was tanking the hits for him first. But now we've got it. We've got it under control. Alrighty. So we made it through the initial 2 flags, no problem, which is not really any surprise, but we'll get a glimpse of what the next thing is before we call it a stream here. Zombies approaching. Just footballer, really? Alright, well, we will pick up with this next time. That is going to do it for now. After we water our wrong-facing gravebuster. That won't take too long, right? This one little guy. Get him some water. I need some water. Earlier, when I woke up and still had my headache, I was like, alright, maybe I'm still a little dehydrated from earlier in the week, and I filled up my 52-ounce drink, and I think I must have drank half of it for lunch, but I still got it. I still got what's left of it sitting on my shelf over there. I'm probably gonna hit that up. Maybe it'll help my throat, who knows. Now I'll just take it easy for the rest of the night. What's one more day after all? Alright, grew a little bigger. And that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll catch you next time with more Plants vs. Zombies Zen Garden %. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.